Hello, people. What's up? What's up? It is Monday night. The time is 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it is the Chaotic Conversation for the first time exclusively on the Chaos channel. You have the same usual suspects in the house. How y'all doing tonight, people?
Doing good.
All right.
All right. Anzo is having a little bit of technical difficulties. He will join us shortly. But before we get into that, we're going to go around the panel and see everybody shout out their channel, see what's going on, anything new, anything exciting. And we're going to start off with Mr. Guyscar. What's going on with you, sir?
Well, nothing much. Again, like always, getting touch-ups ready for my show. But you can catch me next Sunday, right, Danny? We're going to do that 9 p.m. Falcon and Winter Soldier roundtable, Chaos Central. And then Mondays, 9 p.m., you catch us here at Chaos Central with the Chaotic Conversation. Tuesdays, 9 p.m. for the Chaos List. And Wednesdays, the Rule of Three. And then at 10 p.m. on the OC. So that's where you can find me for now.
Good deal. Mr. Knight, tell people what's going on in your world.
Well, we got back to doing some videos last week. Got back to streaming today. Did a birthday stream and a game stream. Did some Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And hopefully we'll get back to a normal thing. We got the Unmasking the Masked Singer stuff going on where we were doing Tuesday and Saturday videos for that. We're going to have the Rule of Three this week. Hopefully, if not this week, next week, we'll be back to the weekly Rumble, working on getting some stuff changed on that, more to the point system. I got an idea that will probably work out best for that. But just trying to get back into the swing of things again. Had a weird first 3 weeks, or past 3 weeks. So, but things are starting to calm down, so it's working out.
Good deal. All right, Mr. Terrence, what's going on in your neck of the woods, sir?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, on T-Virus Terrence, I'm actually not posting a lot of content at the moment. I do have about 100 videos on standby. I got to figure out when I'm going to drop those. There's a lot of different stuff in that particular heap of videos. Just kind of, just focusing on specific things like my training and making money. That's really what I've been doing. But I've slowly been working on different things. So just keep you posted and just kind of look there from time to time. You'll get a few here and there, but not necessarily the amount that they're used to. But more is definitely coming. More is on the way.
Good deal. Last but not least is the lady of the panel. How are you doing, Miss Maz? And tell people what's going on with you.
I'm doing good. Had a really good Sunday Funny stream for the first time this past Sunday. Which, of course, if you missed it, by all means, go catch the replay. I cover hilarious news from over the week. We've got this week, the Queen's Council will be hosted on the lovely Lorena Creole's channel. And I've got a craft project or two I'm probably going to upload.
Okay. Sounds good. I took off upcoming Thursday and Friday because I am super excited about Zack Snyder Cut. Today, I saw one of my favorite YouTubers. I'm going to give him a shout out, Tyrone Magnus. And he was giddy about what he saw. So that gives me even more eagerness to see the movie. He said it was excellent and that he thinks that Zack Snyder will be given a green light to produce even more movies, which if it's good as he said it is, I'm all for that. So I'm very interested, eager in seeing that on Thursday. Friday, like I said, guys said earlier, it's Falcon and Winter Soldier, which I'll be doing the first week of the Falcon and Winter Soldier Roundtable on Sundays. I'm going to try and split up into two because I can't handle 10 people at one time. I don't like that format. I'm not going to do that format. So I'm going to do two shows, 5 people each, one at 8:30 and one at 9:30. So I may flip flop you, whatever's more convenient for you, but I'm not doing 10 people. That's total craziness to me. I'm not prepared to do that. I'm not going to do that. Saturday will be Equilibrium. Got some good topics. A certain person who shall not be named signed for another 4 years. So that's going to be interesting to talk about. NBA getting really heated up. So one of the premier quarterbacks for the last 10 years retired, Mr. Breeze. So catch us on Saturday. A lot of good things going to talk about and discuss. Now tonight, the main topic is we're doing top 5 DC characters, good guys and bad guys. Well, not DC. It's a mixture. I won't say DC. We've got Spider-Man in there. That's definitely Marvel. But we got 5 good guys, 5 bad guys. We're going to each go around and name who we think was the best live action actor or actress that played them in a movie, live action movie. No comics, no comic books, no animation, none of that stuff. It's live action only. So, anybody would like to go first, or will I choose? Okay, guys, are you going to go? Guys, are we going to do the bad guy first?
All right.
Who was our number 5 on the list? Is Talia al Ghul.
Unfortunately, I only have one reference that I've ever seen play this role, and that's Marion Cotillard from was it the last Batman movie there with Christian Bale? She's the only one that comes to mind because. Pardon?
Was it Dark Knight Rises?
Dark Knight Rises, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's the only one was introduced to that character, right? Like you all know, I haven't really been watching that many live action DC stuff. I've started though, and I've started watching a lot of animations because I got grilled by Anzo on it. So, but like I said, she's the only one for that I have for live action. For Supergirl, I would have to go with actually I really like Laura Vanderbilt from Smallville, how she played Supergirl. So,
okay,
those are my 2.
All right, Terrence, who are your 2? Terrence, you there? Oh, well, we will go to Chris.
Wait. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Now I can.
Okay.
Who was your Talia al Ghul?
I've seen 2, the one from Dark Knight Rises and then the one in the Arrowverse. So I'm gonna go with the one in the Arrowverse, just because that particular interpretation has been fleshed out more, and you get to see the badass side of the character. I
think her name was Lexa Doig or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. And she to me, she's like one of the most badass female characters in DC, and the Arrowverse lends to that to let the audience know as to where the one in the Dark Knight Rises was very grounded, and she wasn't badass at all, like not even a little bit. So that's why I got her there. And then you said which one for the heroes?
Supergirl.
Let's see. I guess I would go with Laura Vandervoort from Smallville. I like Melissa Benoist as the character. I mean, to me, she's perfectly casted there, but it's just her show has a lot of cringy ass fucking writing. So, that kind of cancels that out. And the Helen Slater one from the Supergirl movie, that shit was weak as fuck. So to me,
it's terrible.
Yeah, that shit was weak as fuck. But to me, the one from Smallville, she really embodied the character from the comics. Like, she was sexy, she was badass, she was straightforward, but she also showcased a lot of that charm that Supergirl is supposed to have, because you're not supposed to be, intimidated by her character, but you're supposed to respect her and know that she could fucking snap your spine in a second. So I feel like, that particular interpretation really showcased that.
It was cool that there was 2 of them in Smallville. Huh? In season 3, there was forgot her name. Paliki.
Yeah.
Paliki.
Yeah. Smallville definitely covered a lot of Superman lore, along with surprising other DC aspects, like when they introduced the Flash and all those other characters. So
Okay, Mr. Knight, what is your two, sir?
All right. My two actually fall in pretty much line with who did you say, Geiscar, for Supergirl?
Oh, I said the same thing as Laura Vanderbilt.
Yeah, the Land of Vanderbilt. Yeah, that's who I have for Supergirl. I don't know. She looked between the two that were in Smallville, she looked more the part. So I was really happy with that. I didn't watch a ton of Smallville, but Smallville was a really, I don't want to say it was kind of like Superman's Gotham. It worked really well for that series or for that character. But Laura Vandervoort is who I would put for there, and then Talia al Ghul again. The only I have not watched the Arrowverse, so Marion Cotillard, is that how you say it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's who, and plus I think she's yeah. So yeah, her. I mean, I think I liked how she did it. I really think that movie did a really good job. If you didn't hear about it beforehand, that she was Talia, that they hit it really well, because almost all the way through that movie, you thought that kid was Bane. I mean, I thought so. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought it was Bane. And then you find out, no, Bane's just this henchman that she's picked up along the way, and that it was always her. And I think they did that really nice. It was one of the best parts of that movie. Was that twist at the end? It's like, oh, well then, interesting. Should have seen it though with Chris Nolan. That's kind of her person. That's why he picked her too, because he had history with her, working with her. So, yeah, those are my two.
I'm sorry, Chris. Yeah, now that you said that, I
Who was the
definitely think
I'm sorry.
that-
Who was the Talia al Ghul actress? I'm sorry. Which one?
Marion
You picked?
Cotillard, whatever. How do you want to say it?
You picked the
And
same
that's
ones
one
as me.
from Batman.
Yeah, Batman, The Dark Knight Rises.
All right, I got you.
Oh yeah,
I'm
so-
sorry, Terrence. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no worries. Yeah, I would give her the the thing where she climbed out of that prison. That was the only thing that I was like, okay, that's pretty badass. Because I mean, I feel like 99% of individuals wouldn't be able to do that. So I did give her that, but it's just I didn't get to see her like kicking ass and stuff like I wanted to see. So
That is true. She should have done that more, but I think that she definitely played the part that her father taught, which was subterfuge and hiding in plain sight. So she did.
It was good. I enjoyed it. I just prefer to see a badass woman kicking ass.
But what would have been really interesting is if they flipped that switch, instead of when she did tell him that she started to kick his ass right there and not Bane. But they had already set up that storyline.
That'd have been interesting.
Yeah, but they'd already set that storyline that Bane had kicked his ass earlier, so now he had to come back and avenge himself or whatever. But that's the only one I've seen, so that's the only one I can go with right now. I don't want to sit there and try to say that another person who I haven't even seen act it was better. That's just
okay. Mads, Mama Bear, you're up next.
Okay, I'll admit when we found out it was Raish in the first of the Batman, that series of Batman movies, I was looking forward to Talia. I have a soft spot for that character. I like how she, much like Catwoman, she floats that line of sexy and just straight up badass. Okay. So, yeah, when the Dark Knight Rises, did that back and forth of, oh, it's not really her. I was livid, but I loved overall her Marion Cotillard's Talia. I found the Arrowverse one, they focused more on Nyssa than they did on Talia, and Talia's character got kind of left behind for my taste.
That's the one who was like had the romantic feelings for the Canary character,
yes.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So again, going with Marion Cotillard for Talia. Supergirl, I admit I'm not as strong on the Smallville series, and no one in their right mind will go for the movie. And I had a soft spot for Melissa Benoist from the cast of Glee, and she carries that beautifully.
Okay. Not mad at that. Mr. Anzo, you're up next, sir. Who is your best Talia al Ghul, and who is your best Supergirl?
Well, Talia al Ghul, I can't answer that because I don't. The only one I remember is from Dark Knight, so I'll have to say her, but I didn't like her. Dark Knight Rises. Supergirl, when it comes to Supergirl, the only two I know is the freaking 80s movie and the one on the Flash. So I'm going to go with the one on the Flash.
Okay.
That's the one I got picked. Yeah, the one that was on the Flash, not on the Flash, but you know what I mean.
That was done in a flash.
Okay.
Yeah. Her name is Melissa something.
Melissa Benoist.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so that's what I was doing.
Yeah, I didn't see that episode, Super Friends with Benefits.
My number 5 for the bad guy, Talia al Ghul. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Anzo.
No, I was just gonna say I would love to watch that. Where's Super Friends with Benefits?
Where did you find that?
It's on the internet, Anzo. Just
It's on the internet. Okay, somebody send me the link in the private chat so I can watch that while we're doing the show.
Good choice, Matt. Good choice. That. Ooh, wow. Whoa, can you do that? Whoa, fucking thing. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, guys. I'm turning this off right now.
You're probably watching the same thing if you watch True Blood. That's all they did.
True Blood was fucking amazing. Love that show.
Oh yeah,
It was good. Talia al Ghul. I like the Arrow version. Lexa Doig, however she's my name. I thought she was badass. I thought she was sexy, very attractive woman. She didn't take no shit.
I forgot there was one on Arrow. Okay, yeah, I pick her.
I wouldn't. Well, I didn't like. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I don't want to sound one way, but I thought she was the best one. The one on Batman Begins, whatever. I thought she was trash. I didn't even like her.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what the fuck? You don't even look hard. You don't even look like you had enough physical strength and mental strength to climb out that hole, which I know she did, but it sure didn't look like it. Well, she didn't grow into it because she looked kind of. How can I say it nicely? Not fit. Okay.
She looked weak. Yeah.
I'm gonna say she did not. She didn't look fit.
I would have liked to have seen her kick ass, but I like how
Danny,
she approached the character.
Sometimes people could be strong without being fit, though.
I don't want to say the other thing because then we can say I'm body shaming somebody. So I'm trying to be politically correct. In my opinion, she did not look fit. Okay, so that's how I'm going to end that. Supergirl, Melissa Benoist, however she pronounced her name, Benoist or whatever. Girl next door. To me, she was sexy. I hated when they put her in the pants. Should have kept her in the skirt. The writing was kind of bad, but I mainly watched the show just because of her. I thought she encapsulated Supergirl. I know how some people are mad because it made her look stronger and better than Superman. Well, last time I checked, the show was named Supergirl. So it makes no sense to have the star of the show weaker than somebody. Just my opinion. Kind of like how we were saying that some people on The Mandalorian outshine The Mandalorian. Okay, we didn't like that. So the same thing can be applied for Supergirl. But she is my favorite one. The one in the 80s, for what it was back then, I was happy, but it's crap. It's not rewatchable. If it comes on now, I will quickly skip to the next channel. And the one on Smallville, I vaguely remember. I remember her. Wasn't she bad at one point on Smallville? Did Brainiac take control of her or something? I think I haven't watched Smallville.
She had an aggressive phase, but I wouldn't say that she was bad per se.
Okay. Not really mad at that one, but I prefer the Supergirl on CW better for for my Supergirl live action actress.
Danny, if I may, real quick. To me, you never are supposed to disrespect another character to elevate another one. There are ways to write that, like how we saw in the comics. Like, you don't need to do that. So to me, it should have been like a back and forth between the two, and having her almost die, and then her getting saved by her team, which always happens in the show anyway when she's dealing with individuals that are less powerful. That's just how I would have presented it.
Okay. All right, we're going to number 4. And we're going to start off again with Mr. Guy Star. Who was your best Catwoman and who was your best Wonder Woman?
Catwoman, I have to say Michelle Pfeiffer. I'm sorry. That was like the only reason Batman Returns came out. I was shocked. Like, wow. The way I loved it. It was the suit, but it was the thing at the time, right? For
Was
Wonder
she
Woman,
the best one, or in your mind was she the sexy one? Like you leaning more towards sexy.
She was the best one.
She was sexy, but I like how psychotic she was in that one.
Best.
She was the best.
Yeah, but she was psychotic in that one.
Okay.
So she was. I don't know if she was the best. I can't really because I haven't seen. But compared to what you call it, there, Halle Berry's Catwoman, absolutely better, no doubt. But yeah, Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot.
You will not bring your Canadian ass on this American show and talk sacrilege about Halle Berry. You understand me? That will not happen. Okay?
But, I mean, I'm going to shut up. Don't
do it.
I knew it. I knew it once I said it. I knew it. I'm like, shit.
Don't do it.
I will be joining you when my turn comes on there.
Listen, we ain't talking bad about Halle Berry. She's just the best. I ain't saying she's the best, but we ain't here talking no badness about this bitch.
She has no past.
She was married with a Montrealer and still has a house up north. So
yeah. She comes to visit me all the
Bob?
time.
Really?
Seriously, yeah. She does. She was married with a Montreal model. Then they divorced, but she still has a place up north.
Guys, stop giving away my secrets, bro.
Okay, you said Wonder Woman was Gal Gadot.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That gets you back in my good graces.
Damn.
Safe.
Okay, who went next last time? Was it Terrence? Okay, Terrence. Who is your favorite Catwoman and who is your favorite Wonder Woman? Terrence, you're on mute.
Okay.
Okay, who's next? Chris?
Yep.
Chris out there? All right, Chris. Yep. Who is your favorite Catwoman and your favorite Wonder Woman?
Let's just be honest. Halle Berry looked good. She looked good in that movie. The movie sucked. Let's just be honest. And that's not necessarily her fault. But the movie sucked. Sucked
big time. Sucked ass.
And now, if it was her doing those things, okay, well, we won't go into conversation about Halle Berry and that type of. Never mind. Anyways, Michelle Pfeiffer for sure.
Friends with benefits.
Well, y'all scared on that. As long as you don't say nothing bad about Halle Berry, I don't care.
No, Michelle Pfeiffer definitely, I think, did it the best. And then, Wonder Woman. I hate being put in this position. Man, Linda Carter did a lot for that part.
Mm-hmm.
In the 70s, what she did with that, with the way it was done, it was amazing. But personal favorite is going to be Gal Gadot, because God help us all, and God bless America for those costumes in that movie. My God, I love that movie.
What was really impressive to me, because when we first heard it, we was like, she ain't gonna do it, because everybody went to Fast and Furious, ain't gonna pull it off. But man, she pulls it off.
She does, and I know you guys don't like 84. It's definitely not it's not as good of a movie as the first one, but I still love the way she looked in that movie. But I would put both Linda Carter and her even, but my personal favorite is Gal Gadot.
Okay, Terrence, you back yet? Okay, we go to Mads. Mads, who was your favorite Catwoman, which we know who that is, and who was your favorite Wonder Woman?
Actually, Catwoman might surprise you. I honestly, I've gone back and forth on a week on both of those two, because you do have.
If you say
like
Halle Berry,
no,
I know
she was a good Catwoman.
She going to the whole
suffer from script
1966.
Got you. Okay.
He knows me. I love Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman, that badass, where she covers both that ground of kick-ass and soft and vulnerable all at the same time. I love that. But the one who made me fall in love with the character was Julie Newmar.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I don't disagree.
Yeah.
She was the best of those on the old series.
Prickle. Gosh, you get on my nerves. What was her name?
Eartha Kitt.
Eartha Kitt. Gosh, you get on my names. Perfectly predictable.
You know what though? I think that shows some scruples by that series and the people behind that series, the showrunners of that series. Because here's the thing: anytime they change the actor or actress, they never ask them to play the part like the person before them. They let them take the part and be who they wanted to be in that part. And that says a lot. That says, okay, we want you to be you. And yes, people are going to know right away it's not the one we had last season or whatever. But they ran with it and they let it happen, and they didn't try to change that up.
They could not replace the Penguin. They could not replace the Joker. Nobody else could touch them.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
All right, which one's your Wonder Woman, Mads?
Again, went back and forth on this. I love Gal. She's a fantastic Wonder Woman. But again, Linda Carter is what made me fall in love with her. I grew up watching her. She is my Wonder Woman.
Okay.
And I got giddy as hell in that end credit scene. So.
Terrence, are you there? Okay. Anzo.
Yes,
who was
sir.
your favorite Catwoman? And
Well,
who was your favorite Wonder Woman?
My favorite Catwoman, of course, is Michelle Pfeiffer.
Okay.
I think she played that role like that, just Catwoman in that cat suit. Ooh, I didn't think she looked. I didn't think she looked better than Halle Berry in that cat suit. To
Double. Almost.
He must stand trial.
He has control of the Senate and the courts. He's too dangerous to be left alive.
Don't you ever talk about? I told you,
It's
your vanilla
keep
friend,
on
and you
coming.
come in here with that same foolishness.
worth it. But yeah, I think she looked better. I'm just saying. And for Wonder Woman, I'm going with the original Linda Carter.
Oh my god,
It's difficult. It's difficult, man.
Gal Gadot is good, but like,
let me ask you this: did you see that white dress that Gal Gadot had on?
but that's not playing Wonder Woman.
Did
That's
you
just looking
see
good.
the double split?
I
Did you see
give
the
him
olive
credit.
color complexion? Did you hear that?
That's
accent when she talks. Can you hear her calling your name, Anzo?
that ain't got nothing to do with her playing Wonder Woman, though. You know what I mean?
Actually, majority of the outfits from the Wonder Woman 1984 movie were originally based in the Wonder Woman TV series.
Oh, were they?
I
Yes.
don't care.
Yeah.
What I missed?
It is the whole movie is a giant Easter egg for those who actually
I'm not.
catch it.
Linda Carter is a beautiful woman. I'm not saying, but she ain't sexy
This
like
isn't-
Gal Gadot.
Yeah,
This
but being
isn't.
sexy
This
is
isn't
not
about
Yes, it
that.
the
does.
sexiness.
In my category, it is. You can drink what you want.
What I missed,
You
yo?
can drink what you want and smoke what you want. I'm not drinking and smoking.
Terrence
none of
is
that.
back. Well, Anzo got a triple.
Phantom
Phantom
Zone.
Zone, and Geisgar got a Phantom Zone.
I'm just saying, you pull up Wonder Woman running for gifts, you're not seeing Gal Gadot.
No.
I don't
Mhm.
care.
What?
I do not care.
So what did you say, Anzo and Guy Scar? Like, what we on?
I said Michelle Pfeiffer looked better than Halle Berry as Catwoman,
Okay.
and that got me a triple Phantom Zone.
Got you. Guy Scar.
I said that Michelle Pfeiffer was better than Halle Berry.
Seems to be a theme there, right, Terrence? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Got you.
And then when I said my Wonder Woman, I said Linda Carter, and that's when Danny went off with his, did you see the white slit on her dress? And did you see? And I'm like, yeah. She was a good Wonder Woman. You know what I mean? She was good. But when I go with Wonder Woman, I go with Linda Carter. She was like the original Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to send you a Federal Express package tomorrow. Just go ahead and put your manhood and Black Carter in there and mail it.
Why?
Oh shit!
Why? Why? Because of Halle Berry?
No, because
Oh.
Gal Gadot in that dress. He's like, it's okay.
You said who played the better Wonder Woman. It's not who
That
looked
is.
better
Yeah,
as
it's
Wonder Woman.
Diana Prince. She played the better Diana Prince. That's part of it.
We're not all just horny old men like you, Danny. We actually watch for the character development and how they act. You know what I mean? And play the role.
I want all that trigonometry shit.
Danny watching 1984.
Yeah, I know.
Like
I kid you
him
not.
eating his chips.
Danny, did you
Yes.
pause that white dress scene?
Oh yeah, probably about 2 or 3. Good God of mercy! What the hell? Thank you.
I mean, that is ultimately. I think they're even on how they acted and how they played the role, but ultimately, that's. I mean,
So, I'm gonna say something that's probably gonna get me to Phantom Zone 2. I think the Catwoman in the black dress looked better than Gal Gadot did in her white dress.
Who?
The cheetah in the movie and Wonder Woman.
mm,
When she put
did
on
look
that
good.
black dress, I was like, damn.
Right?
She got booty. Gal Gadot got no booty. None.
mm.
I
You talking
really
about
liked
Kristen
the
Wiig, right?
subtle cheetah
Yes.
print on that dress
Oh,
too. That was nice.
Oh, here we go. Here we go, the white dress scene.
And here we. Boy, does he have it like right where it? Oh,
Yeah.
God, he's like,
Wow, that.
Oh no,
Make
it's a
that-
Halle Berry. Oh no.
Ooh, look at that right boy. Throw it, girl. Throw it.
Expecting me.
Man.
Come
that might be the
scratch
best
me
part of the
tonight,
whole
right
damn
now.
movie.
Mm-hmm.
As
That
you
might
only
be
see
the
me
best
watch this.
damn part of the
Give me
movie.
Cheers, Holly.
She almost naked.
Okay. Terrence, it is your turn now, my friend. Who is your best Catwoman and who is your best Wonder Woman?
I'm gonna start off by saying that like I'm not a fan of the Catwoman character. Like I've never been a fan of the character. Nothing wrong with her. I just never cared about her stuff. I've seen 7 actresses play Catwoman over my lifetime, and then Zoe Kravitz, she's undecided don't like her as an actress, but I'll see what she does. I'll give her the chance because the movie looks awesome. But I guess I'm gonna go with Michelle Pfeiffer, and that's only because she made my dick hard when I saw Batman
Oh my
Returns.
God.
So it's not. I felt
The
like her
views and
performance.
opinions and statements of Terrence T. Virus is not necessarily the views and opinions of the rest of the panel. But go ahead.
Well, except me,
I
I second what Terrence.
Okay.
said,
third.
so.
Okay.
Now,
I stand corrected.
now,
I stand corrected. That's wrong.
when it comes to like her performance, I thought she was good. I mean, she was a tad bit more psychotic than usual because it was a Tim Burton movie. I acknowledge that, knowing the character from the comics. You know, she was crazy as hell. As to where the other actresses who played the character were more like the comic book character without all the extra, Tim Burton influence. So, just off of, the sexiness, I'll go with Michelle Pfeiffer because I don't really care about that character.
Okay, cool. And the other one, Wonder Woman.
Oh, Wonder Woman. Let's see. I've seen 3 actresses. One of them, like she was blonde. Like that was like not the character at all, which is why it didn't work. Before they got to the Linda Carter character, and then of course,
Oh, cut off. Got cut out time.
active, but with Gal, especially with that first Wonder Woman, they really showcased the warrior aspects of the characters, which
Oh.
shout out to Linda Carter. She was awesome too, but I'm gonna have to go with Gal on that one.
Okay. Good deal. Now, of course, Catwoman. I picked Julie Newmar. For whatever reason, I just liked her better. Her and Adam West had real good chemistry on there. You know, kind of campy, but the parts where they were kind of being more adult and more campy, you see, I think I seemed like they were kind of really attracted to each other to me, and I could feel that. Another one I'm gonna put in here too is I kind of like Anne Hathaway's version of Catwoman, but I do agree with y'all that Michelle Pfeiffer is the most sexiest one out of all of them. But the one that I kind of gravitated to more was a Julie Newmar. For Wonder Woman, ain't even no contest. Gal Gadot leaps and bounds ahead of Linda Carter. So I'm trying to see if I can pull up that white dress scene again. I can't find it.
I got one for you.
Damn. But that is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious fine. So
Wow.
so she is my favorite Wonder Woman of all time.
There we go.
You find it? I'm sure you found it.
Matt just
No,
said something.
I ain't found it.
Twitter.
No,
I found
will.
something.
I will find it.
Of course you will.
Even the one she wore in Batman v Superman was hell too, boy. So she can wear a dress. But I want it. Good Lord of mercy.
Yeah, you're
Oh
damn
my
right,
God.
Dandelion. You're damn right, Dandelion. Yeah.
That's terrible, man.
What did I miss?
She psyched me out. I'm like, oh, really?
What did I miss?
Okay, number 3.
Have you guys
Go
been
to the
able
chat
hear me
and
well,
Twitter.
or-
Yep.
Oh,
Number 3.
You guys been able to hear me well?
yeah, we can hear you
Keep
now.
going in and out, but you're good right now. Number 3 goes to Guy Scar. Who was your best Penguin, and who was your best Spider-Man?
There goes the thirst string.
Robin Taylor.
Yes, awesome,
Yeah.
awesome Penguin. I agree.
That's the first person that came to mind. Spider-Man. This was the part that killed me.
Okay.
Being a hardcore
Hold on before you say
Spider-Man
it.
fan.
I gotta get my Phantom Zone right. If you see the wrong one, okay, go ahead. I got it.
Okay, so if you're looking at Peter Parker, I would have to go with Tobey Maguire. If you're looking at Spider-Man, I would have to go with Andrew Garfield.
Ooh, you save yourself.
So yeah,
But you got to pick one. You're not going with both. It's either
Spider-Man.
who's the best Spider-Man.
As for me, Spider-Man's when you're in the costume. I have to go with Andrew Garfield.
Oh, Phantom's on his ass, please.
Yes.
He won't. He won't.
I will not. I shall not. I cannot. Okay, you
Well,
said
you're gonna
Robert
get
Taylor?
one. You're gonna get one right away on the show tomorrow, guys. Right away for that. Right away. Soon as we start, you're catching one.
See, that's when you know you've become a part of the group. You get advanced warning when you will be Phantom Zone. That's just it's courtesy.
Oh wow.
Okay, Terrence, who is your best Penguin and your best Spider-Man? Terrence.
He's not muted, so he's probably having sound issues.
Okay, we're gonna go to Chris. Who is your
Penguin.
best Penguin?
Man, Robin Lord Taylor's freaking awesome.
Yes, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
But so is Burgess Meredith. And Burgess Meredith kind of did, he was first. But
thank you, Austinator.
First ain't always best.
But I'm gonna go Robin Lord Taylor. Okay, and listen, Austinator, you're right. He was creepy, but so is Robin Lord in a weird way. Occasionally, but he played that.
He was more homicidal than all of them.
Yeah, he was, and yet it was like he would be a coward when he needed to be a coward when it played to his strength or when it would help him. It's like he was a chameleon, which I really liked that aspect. It's like, me, what was me? And then the next second he's stabbing some guy. I mean, it just whatever. It was all over the place, but in a good way. And so I will go with Robin Lord Taylor also.
Okay. Who is best Spider-Man?
Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire.
Bam.
What the hell? What the hell?
He's absolutely right.
I could have said Tom Holland.
yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Good job, Chris.
Thank you. You really didn't think I would say Andrew Garfield?
No, I did not.
Okay,
I knew
thank
you.
you.
Would.
Thank you.
I
No.
knew you ain't going on that bandwagon shit.
No, I'm not.
Bandwagon.
Shit ass Spider-Man.
It's bad to be wrong, like y'all are. But go ahead. Next is Mads.
Okay, Penguin. As much as I like Robin Lord Taylor's from Gotham, he was just that little bit too Weasley for me. For that, I want to see as close as humanly possible to what the animated series in the 90s showed us for Penguin.
The what?
The Batman the Animated Series. I want to see as close as humanly possible to that, because that was a perfect Penguin.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I got to go with Burgess Meredith.
Yeah, I knew. I am.
He does that slightly psychotic, but still intellectual, beautifully.
So like quack, didn't get on your nerves?
No, it was part of the charm, actually.
Oh, God. Okay.
So okay. Quack, quack,
All right.
quack, quack.
Who does Spider-Man be? Oh God, let me get the Phantom Zone ready. I think she.
Yeah, you get the Phantom Zone ready. He did the most for Spider-Man and for the comic movie genre in general. Tobey Maguire.
Good choice. Good.
Y'all three disgust me. Y'all are sick individuals, knowing that punk ass Tobey Maguire is not better than Andrew Garfield. I don't know what you're smoking, but you better stop it.
I ain't
I've
smoking.
admitted I liked all three.
I ain't smoking nothing. Yeah, I liked all three too, but you asked.
For each one of their own aspects. If Tom
I mean,
Holland was a bit
I'm
older,
not sure. Hey, Danny, I'm not sure. I mean, I don't really pay attention to Andrew Garfield's ass as he's walking in that costume. If that's what you're liking, then that's fine by me.
Whatever kind
No,
of clip you see me
he
watching
suffers from
a
acetone.
man's ass.
Just, you've been talking about the way things look at costumes most of the stream, so I just maybe that's why you like Andrew Garfield
females,
better.
right? Females, right?
I will
Male
give
have
you
you
Andrew
seen ass I'm looking at.
Andrew Garfield, while he does suffer from an acetol, does have the Spider-Man quips beautifully. I will give you that. But overall, I stick with Tobey Maguire.
God, I wish I could finish on you again.
Get it ready.
Chris, you're next. No,
Chris
No,
went on.
Starts.
sorry, Alonzo, you're next.
Oh yeah.
Get it ready. Get it ready. So first,
say it with me.
we're gonna say Penguin, and I'm gonna go with Danny DeVito. It's the only one I really know. The rest of them, those old ones. I liked Danny DeVito as Penguin. I thought he did a really good job. Like Austin here said, he was creepy. It worked for that Batman movie, especially to know you got Danny DeVito playing Batman. Penguin. Back in the day, these big actors weren't known for doing superhero movies. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna say that. For Spider-Man, of course, I'm gonna go with the three that we got Phantom Zone for. Tobey Maguire. And at first I was gonna say Tom Holland, but I'm like, nah, he's okay. I put him above Andrew Garfield for sure. But but Tobey Maguire.
I'm not even wasting my Phantom Zone on that foolishness.
Tobey Maguire is Spider-Man. He was the nerdy Peter Parker. He was the Spider-Man. Yeah, you guys, maybe he didn't have as much quirky quips, but he had them. They were there. You know what I mean? So when it comes to him, it's him. Andrew Garfield with this pretty boy looking Spider-Man. That's not the Spider-Man I know. That's
It's kind of ass whipping I wish Andrew Garfield could give you for saying it's blasphemous.
You can break Andrew Garfield
in half. Absolutely.
Y'all not getting me to use my Phantom Zones and stuff on that foolishness.
I was pushing for it.
I will totally take Tobey Maguire's Venom versus Andrew Garfield's Electro.
Say it again.
No.
You like the Venom better than Electro?
Of the two of them, they were the better villain.
No.
And you guys know how I feel about that Venom.
I can't swallow.
No.
They made Jamie Foxx blue.
Yeah, I liked that.
I didn't.
And when he was not Electro and he was the Spider-Man, you're my friend shit, I can understand that was annoying. But when he became Electro, he was fire.
They didn't use him right. I don't know how they could have done that.
Venom.
They didn't use him right.
That first
Venom
was
fucked
like,
him.
He was that Venom was creepy and not in a good way.
Yeah, it was horrible. Me too.
Terrence, I don't think we got to say yours because your mic went out, I think. But who's your Penguin and who's your Spider-Man?
Penguin, I'll probably go with Danny DeVito. I mean, I like the other ones a lot, whether it's the one from the Adam West Batman series or Robin Lord Taylor from Gotham. Like, I think they all did a fantastic job as a character, but I feel like out of the three, Danny DeVito's Penguin, I feel like he's probably gonna, break somebody's kneecap, grab somebody by the throat. I mean, he bit off a guy's nose and shit in the fucking movie. So to me, that's more intimidating than
Damn,
fucking
Dandelion.
Robin Lord Taylor.
She went old school.
Wow.
Oh, Nicholas Hammond. No, that was a
Wow.
trash Spider-Man. No.
Respect.
Anyway, but anyway though, I thought Danny DeVito was the best Penguin I've seen, even though all of them are really good. So shout out to the actors who played Penguin.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for Penguin, I went with Robert Lord Taylor. I just thought he really a newer, more energetic version of Penguin. I could see him growing into the one. But I like Danny DeVito as well. Burtis Meredith. I like him, but that wilding and that quack, 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 sometimes it was just a little redundant and overused, in my opinion. And of course, Spider-Man going to always be Andrew Garfield till somebody else new comes along. I just thought that he played a better Spider-Man. I may give you, he did not do the Peter Parker well, but Spider-Man, to me, he was accurate, very accurate. The better of the three.
Oh wait, we're doing Spider-Man as well. I guess I gotta cover him. Yep.
Oh yeah, Terrence didn't say.
No, he didn't say Spider-Man.
I'm sure.
Yeah, who is your favorite Spider-Man?
You know what? I'm gonna have to go with Tom Holland, but like, if I'm gonna be honest, it's really hard for me to pick. I like them all. Like, even though like Andrew Garfield is not like his Peter Parker was just different. I mean, I liked it, but it wasn't from the comics. But it was an interesting approach, and Toby is greatness, even though he's not my favorite per se. The only one that I didn't like was the Nicholas Hammond one, because he just was nothing like the character.
He was more reported than all three of them.
Well, I mean, the reporter stuff was there because they wrote that in and they showed it, but the personality was not Peter, and his Spider-Man was very dull. There was no personality to a Spider-Man, so you got to have.
They didn't have. He didn't speak in Spider-Man very little, but shit, they didn't have these high-tech special effects they got now. Now I would give his web swinging and wall climbing.
I'm not talking at all about the special effects. I'm just talking about how the character was presented. It just wasn't Spider-Man to me. But I like all those other actors, but I'm gonna have to settle on Tom because his personality reminds me of a lot of the comics. He's still in this, getting away from Iron Man sort of phase, but he has all the makes of what I wanted to see from the other actors that I got hints of. But I feel like, giving him more time, he'll definitely be the full Spider-Man that I want to see. But I feel like he's, got the personality there that I would, picture with Peter. So.
Okay. Good deal. Now we on number 2. Number 2, Guy Scar. Who is your best Riddler and who is your best Batman?
I was between Frank Gorshin and Jim Carrey. But I would have to go with Frank Gorshin for me. Yeah, it was like my first. So, yeah. For Batman, Ben Affleck. I looked hard onto this one. Before I used to be a Christian Bale one, but rewatching the movies and stuff, I have to go with Ben Affleck. He looked good in that suit, ripped. I liked his demeanor, older Bruce Wayne. I liked it. I have to go with that one.
You're coming around, bro. You're coming around.
Yeah, I said in the beginning, man. A lot of it had to do with you. Said in the beginning.
That's right. Don't get no credit, Anzo. You make your own mind up. Ben Affleck was better. Don't give Anzo no credit for that. You can watch the TV shows like we do. No.
What do you mean? No. You gotta give me credit for that, bro.
No, because he picked Andrew Garfield. You taking credit for that?
No, I ain't taking credit for that.
Okay.
That's where he's wrong.
You make your own mind up. Good choice.
Not wrong.
That's where he's wrong. Absolutely.
Yeah, so those are my 2 picks.
Good picks. I ain't mad at them. Terrence, who is your number 2?
You talking about for Batman,
Riddler
right?
and Batman.
Okay. With the Riddler, I like all the actors. I don't have a favorite, but Because I think there's 4 of them. You have like Corey, Michael Smith, and Frank Gorshin. There was another dude that filled in for him, and then you
Yeah.
have
The guy that
Jim
played
Carrey.
with the monsters. Something Austin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
John
I think
Austin.
it's John Austin or something like that.
Yeah.
But anyway,
He
like
played,
you
he
know,
played the father for the Addams family.
Mhm.
right? That is correct. That is him. I thought he was good too, but I guess I'll settle on Corey Michael Smith from Gotham just because they really fleshed out his Riddler, and you got to see the nice side and him breaking over the course of the show, and then the split personalities, and then when he really got into his psychotic tendencies that are associated with a lot of individuals that live in Gotham. I was like, okay, I like this, and he had the smile too. Like I feel like him and Jim Carrey, they had the smile of the Riddler from the comics, like where you see him smiling. Okay, this motherfucker put a bomb in the building or some shit. Like that's not a good smile. We're all gonna die smile. And they really focused on how intelligent he is, which is awesome too. Like really just what I wanted to see for the most part. The show got into it, like when you take in consideration that he still had to become the Riddler, and then he became the Riddler by the time you get to season 5. So, yeah, Corey did an awesome job. So I'll go with him.
Okay.
And then Batman, my favorite superhero, period. Has been forever. Speaking of Batman forever, I do like Val Kilmer. I like all the Batmen actually, even going back to the black and white serials. I've seen it all, like even the actors that most people don't mention. The only one that I didn't like was George Clooney. Like he fucking sucked. That movie was terrible. But my favorite Batman is Ben Affleck. He's by far the biggest Batman, height wise and being 234 pounds of muscle, because the character in the comics is 210 pounds, but he does look more like a 230, 240, in and outside of the suit. So I felt like, Ben, he really understood the character because he's a fan, and that actually shows in his performance, like the subtleties of what you do as Bruce Wayne. When he puts on the suit, he's just infinitely more vicious.
Yeah.
And
Can I
he
say
had
this
that
real quick? Oh,
Yeah,
go
go
ahead. Finish real quick. I can say it afterwards.
No, go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, one thing I will say for Ben Affleck is if you were to take the Batman, the animated series, Batman and Bruce Wayne, the cut, because he was very V-shaped at the top because he was bigger on top. He had tone on his legs, but Ben Affleck almost looked like that. Because it's very much like you said, he's a fan, so he I think he looked at things like that. He's like he wanted to look a certain way, and I think he looked at things like that. And now I mean I can get that.
Yeah, I mean, to me that's important. Like, if I were hiring someone, aside from how they look and their acting, if they tell me, hey, I'm a fan, like that'll make me smile, because then I know that individual cares about getting the character right just as much as I do. And that's why he was, sad when certain people didn't like Batman v Superman. But like to me, his Batman, that's my favorite. It was Christian Bale, and then before that, it was Michael Keaton. It was all of them. But I feel like Ben had that, that immediate, like, holy shit, like, just from the trailer when I saw him, I'm like, now that's fucking Batman right there. That's the tall shit ass 3 miles away dodging the Omega Beam Batman. That's him right there. So, yeah.
Kavari, I will answer that after we get done with this. I want to answer that question. So just stay tuned. When we get finished with the countdown, then I'm going to go through the chat and try to answer as many questions as possible. But I definitely want to answer that one. So just remind me. Okay, Chris, who is your number 2?
Okay, so
who is your Riddler and who is your Batman?
Riddler, I'm not gonna split hairs on this. I will say that I'm a fan of Jim Carrey, Corey Michael Smith, and Frank Gorshin, all in their own different ways. Gorshin had a really interesting. It was more, I don't know. He was a hijinks type guy. I didn't mind Jim Carrey's manic. I liked his manic, but it was manic, and it's like the way they explain it in the movie, while the movie isn't perfect, the way they explain it in the movie, it just kind of scrambled his brains to where all the right stuff worked, but it just wasn't all, like, not every wire was together right, so it worked for that part. And I think the way to put that to show how good he did is that on the other end of that, Two-Face was done horribly. And I can't believe I say that about an actor like Tommy Lee Jones, but I don't know if he got the part. I think Jim Carrey got the part. And then Corey Michael Smith, man, dude, the way they introduce his character, who his character is on that show, and as it goes along, it's a perfect progression to how that character could become the Riddler. So I loved that. I think that in each different way, we kind of see different strong suits, but in those strong suits, I think they're all equal in their own way. And that's, I will not pick between those three. Batman. Batman. You can Phantom Zone me all you want.
You just always fucking difficult. I don't understand.
I am.
God.
Well, I love Ben Affleck. My personal favorite is still Michael Keaton. Ben Affleck is absolutely probably even, honestly, but you want me to make, I tried to pick one on every one of these. The Riddler was just not going to happen for me. But as far as number one, I got to go with Michael Keaton. But it's like, it's splitting hairs. The look and the way that Ben Affleck did both, I think he's better as both, the all-around character. But when I first saw Michael Keaton play that part, it was so, and think of the actor. Nobody would have thought Michael Keaton could have even played anything of that. Everybody chastised that movie before it came out, and then they saw it like, oh my God. And so I still say Michael Keaton, but not by anything, not even percentage point, just personal choice over the two. But Affleck, I want Affleck back. Let me put it that way. If I had to pick between one of the two coming back, even in a Flashpoint movie or something like that, I would pick Ben Affleck to come back before I would pick Michael Keaton. I was jazzed to hear Michael Keaton might be coming back, but I still want Ben Affleck back more than I want Keaton back.
All right. Mads, what is your number two, ma'am?
Okay, after seeing the Nolanverse, I really wanted to see Riddler in that style. I wanted to see Jigsaw put up there against Batman. And with Corey Michael Smith, I got to see that. He did that brilliant, psychotic, I'm going to put you in a trap and make you force your way out. Beautifully. He was exactly what I wanted to see. In fact, he was one of the reasons I kept going back to that show.
I didn't care when they tried to make him and Penguin love interest though. That was
he had no interest in Penguin. That was a one-sided relationship. That was weird.
But even for what they did with that, I was like, that shit was cringy, but they did a great job though.
Okay, who's your Batman?
I gotta go with Batfleck. I love Michael Keaton and will always have a soft spot for Adam West. But Affleck looked like he walked right out of the animated series.
Yeah. Indeed.
Here is something for you.
Where does he get those wonderful toys? I love that line. That was one of the best lines in that movie.
Too, when I saw it, I had that same face. Like, where does he get those fucking toys from? Damn it.
Like when he says, "This town needs an enema."
This town needs an enema.
Yeah.
Alonzo, what's your number 2 for Riddler and Batman, sir?
All right. So I'm gonna start off with the Riddler. Riddler for me is Jim Carrey. I think Jim Carrey was made to play that role. When I first seen Jim Carrey, I always said, man, this guy would make a good Riddler. And to me, he did not disappoint.
You think
I'm going with him.
A better Joker?
No. No, I don't think he fits Joker. I think
it wasn't
I think
the Joker. Everybody says that about how he played that character. It just wasn't. I mean,
no.
No, I'm not saying it was. I'm asking, do you think he could have played a good Joker?
He would have overdone the Joker.
Yeah, probably.
He would have way overdone the Joker.
Probably, So yeah, I go with him, and for Batman, yeah, man, I gotta go with the Ben Affleck. It's funny because when he was announced as Batman, people lost their fucking minds, bro.
What are y'all thinking about?
They lost their minds, and I had just finished watching like Fargo, and I'm like, yo, Fargo was a really good movie. I'm like, Ben Affleck is a good actor. He can pull it off. I'm like, guys, they're like, oh, Daredevil. I'm like, listen, as bad as Daredevil was to me, he was not the issue in Daredevil. It's just facts. He wasn't the issue in that,
I agree.
And then the first picture of him in the suit came out. And I was like, yes, that is Batman. That is how Batman is supposed to look. They gave him the costume. I was like, yes. Christian Bale, to me, sucked as Batman. I am sorry.
Well, you didn't like none of the movies?
I like Dark Knight.
Was it The Voice, Anzo?
The Voice.
The Voice was always.
It was The Voice.
His bat suits were horrible. I did not like his bat suits.
The last bat suits were fire.
Nah, man. It looked like the mask that he wears. It looks stupid. It does. You can the neck and shit.
When he was fighting Bane, the suit looked pretty good. Like it wasn't strong enough.
Well,
I didn't like
the thing is when I look at these things, I don't always take into account those things, the bat suit and all that, because here's the thing: if you didn't start with like Adam West's version, you don't get progression. What you do is, for instance, Mother of Necessity type stuff. When they did the original Batman series, Michael Keaton hated that suit because he couldn't turn his head, and so they that was built into jokes later on and stuff like that. And so I think
each no damn package hole.
Well, but I think that each bat suit is because of something that happened with the ones before it, and so I think it's a progression. When I'm looking at the actor, I don't care about the bat suit. I mean, I think it wouldn't look the same, but if you took the bat suit that Ben Affleck had and put it on Michael Keaton back in 1989, people would have said, "Holy crap!" But they didn't. They weren't there yet. They were, and as time has gone on, I think the thing Ben Affleck also has is he has the best mix between realism and comic book world. Christian Bale was real. The Batman series from Warner Brothers with Keaton, Val Kilmer, and George Clooney, that was more comic book based and fantasy.
The best way to say it is, when you tell me what your approach is to these characters, then I can let you know what the suit needs to look like.
Very much so. So I think the suit is just an extension of the guy the character.
But for me, I want suits that are at least a little bit comic book accurate. You know what I mean? And none of Christian Bale's Batman suits were comic book accurate. At least fucking Michael Keaton's was a comic book accurate. The color, the yellow belts and everything like that. The helmet looked fine. And the fact that he couldn't turn his head, to me, made it. I like that part of the Batman. You know what I mean? Because it's like he's moving his whole body when he's turning and stuff. It just gave an element to it that I liked. But all in all, yeah, I did like that. I did like that. But all in all,
it also made his cape move a certain way, right, Anzo?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So
I'm not disagreeing with you. I I really had to think about it. I just think that when it came out in '89, I remember wanting to see that movie, and man, I loved it. And I think that's where my that little edge to Keaton for me goes. But hey, man, like I said, I want Affleck back. So I mean,
right. And for me, that's why I said, for me, when it comes to picking Batman, it's Affleck, because he had the look, that warehouse scene. I don't care what anybody says, that is the best fighting Batman scene that they ever did.
I hope we get more of that in this Snyder cut. And I can't imagine you wouldn't.
Me too.
Because man, he didn't fight much in the Sweden version. Sweden.
No, he did not. So
Anzo, to your point, man, because you mentioned the warehouse scene. It's a commonplace to where even the individuals that don't like Batman v Superman, me being one of them, that warehouse sequence is one of the best scenes I've ever seen in any comic book movie, because it was like you took him from the comic book, the games, whatever you want, and he just action, and he did it, and I was surprised.
Me too. The way he fought, the way he moved, I felt like I was watching Batman. You know what I mean? And you don't get that from any other one of them. Like even Michael Keaton, his fight scenes are a little bit more stiff. There's some of them that I like, but he's like really stiff. You could tell he's not a fighter.
The one in the alley and the guy doing all the knives and all that kind of stuff. He does one kind of palm strike. I'm like, okay, really?
Yeah. But I liked that though. That was one of my that was my scene that I liked.
That warehouse scene. That warehouse scene.
Of course not. Fire. Of course not. Yeah, the best scene in Batman. So Ben Affleck is my best Batman.
Okay. Good picks. My best Riddler to me is Corey Michael Smith. I think he really killed Riddler on Gotham. That show, I don't know why it's not watched more and appreciated more, because other than the Batman, the Bruce Wayne, I get he was a kid, and the last episode of him, that bat suit was terrible. If you think a bat suit is crap, you should look at that one. It is pretty crappy. But Corey Michael Smith, I like the way he started off as a good guy. He worked for the cops of Gotham PD. He was like kind of like Barry Allen doing the forensic scientist type thing. Then he progressed to where he starts seeing himself in the mirror, split personality. Then he got that first taste when he killed somebody, and that kind of awakened his craziness, so to speak. And I thought he killed it. Then when he put on that suit, I think it was like maybe the third or fourth season, the green suit and the bowler cat hat. Very cool. Batman, of course, I got to agree with the rest of all y'all. Ben Affleck, hands down. It ain't even close in my opinion. I too was a Christian Bale. Did not like Christian Bale's voice, but I just thought Christian Bale embodied Batman, the progression of the suit, because his suit, if I remember, in the very first one, was kind of like Michael Keaton's Batman. He cut his neck real stiff, but then he started getting a different neckline so he could turn more and stuff.
Fox and talked about it,
yeah. So it made sense to me to have better movement in the neck. So I wasn't really mad at it. It's just his voice. I was like, well, why didn't they do like Ben Affleck? Because Ben Affleck had Alfred put some kind of voice disguiser and stuff. Because the way he was talking so hard, I know it had to hurt his voice and shit, but I thought that was kind of stupid. But definitely Ben Affleck. I have to concur with Anzo. Warehouse scene was fire. I definitely hope they will show more of that, like what Chris said, and hopefully we'll see that in the next couple of days. Before we go to number one, I'm gonna do a quick recap on everybody's in case some people are joining late. I'm gonna do it as quickly as possible. Terrence, for his Talia al Ghul, the one off of Arrowverse, Smallville, Supergirl, Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman, and Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. Ben Affleck was his number 3 Penguin was did you say Burgess Meredith? Did I remember you said that correctly, Terrence? Or did you say Danny DeVito?
I respect and like him, but Danny DeVito is my favorite.
Danny DeVito as his Penguin, and he picked Andrew Garfield, didn't you?
No,
Tom Holland's Batman. As your Spider-Man, I apologize. Corey Michael Smith as the Riddler. and Ben Affleck as Batman. Chris picked the Talia al Ghul off of Batman, Smallville, Supergirl, Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman, Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman, Toby as Spider-Man. Who'd you pick as your Penguin again?
My penguin
Robert
was
Taylor?
Robin Lord. Robin
Yeah.
Lord Taylor, yeah.
Number 2, your Riddler was James Carey. And number 2, your Batman kind of leaned towards Michael Keaton, but you went with Ben Affleck. Guy Scar picked Batman, Talia al Ghul, Smallville, Supergirl, Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman, Michelle Pfeiffer, Catwoman, Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man, Robert Taylor, Lord as Penguin, Ben Affleck as Batman, Frank Gershwin as Riddler. Maz picked Batman, Batman, Talia al Ghul, Melissa Benoist, Supergirl, Linda Carter, Wonder Woman, Julie Newmar, Catwoman, Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man, Burgess Meredith as the Penguin, Ben Affleck as Batman, and Corey Michael Smith as the Riddler. I also picked Batwoman, Talia al Ghul, Melissa Benoist as Supergirl, Linda Carter as Wonder Woman, Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman, Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man, Danny DeVito as Penguin, Ben Affleck as Batman, and Jim Carrey as the Riddler. Now, Gaskar, we were going with your number 1 Joker and your number 1 Superman.
For number 1 Joker, I have to go with Heath Ledger.
Boom!
That for me, that's the best Joker, hands down. Even though I'm sorry, it is.
Hold
Superman.
on, I gotta say this.
You
Bring you on the show. I was like, man, I don't know, man, another Canadian. But damn, it's been the best, one of the best decisions he has ever made. Let's give a hand to Anzo. Yeah,
Danny,
thank you, Anzo.
I was just about to say, do you ever regret when you bring someone on the stream and then they say stupid shit like Heath Ledger's the best fucking Joker?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, he's not.
Jack Nicholson did a great Joker.
No.
But to the
backslide.
point of no. But the character, how the torment. I'm sorry for being tormented, hands down.
But Jack Nicholson was the most comic accurate Joker.
Silence, Anzo. It's not your turn yet.
I know. Go ahead.
Anyways, I agree to disagree.
Let the great man speak.
I'm facts though.
Superman. I have to go with my childhood Superman, which was Christopher Reeves.
What the fuck?
Good job. So where's the Phantom Zone for there, Danny? All of a sudden you're clapping and I'm happy now. So what? Now you take it back?
For me,
you take it back now, Danny?
Take what back?
About Geshka being,
Don't go to my show to me about my choices.
How the hell is it?
So yeah, those are my choices. My number ones.
God, you hurt me there, buddy. But okay.
I see
Who's
JD's
next?
in the private chat, Danny.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Terrence. Not Terrence, I'm sorry. Yeah, Terrence, you next. Who is your Joker and who is your Superman?
Come on, Terrence. Come on, Terrence.
Notice how he said that.
Show him why we're brothers. Show him why we're brothers.
This is difficult, but I feel like to me, while I feel like all of them were good,
come on, Terrence.
I've come around. Hold on, like I've come around on Jared Leto to some degree. Like I got to do the Snyder cut, right? No, he's not my favorite. Hang on.
Okay.
I'm trying to cover all of I'm trying to cover all the Jokers, so I'm starting to come around on him. But we'll see what's up with that. So and then I like all the other Jokers. I feel like Jack Nicholson is the most comics accurate Joker that I've seen. That's facts. I've read too many Batman comic books, But at the same time, if I'm gonna go with my favorite, it has to be Heath Ledger. But
Ah,
hang on,
Yes.
hang on. I want you to understand that I think all of them are great. Jack, Mark Hamill, they're all great to me. So I
Oh.
really, to me, this is like one of those, like, it's up in the
Who's your
air.
favorite,
Like,
man? Who's your
my favorite is, like I said, my favorite is Heath. Like, I'm gonna settle on
Danny.
him.
Danny, do you have the
Thank you.
break in my heart clip? Please tell me you have the break in my heart clip.
I don't have that. Who is your favorite
So, yeah, like,
Superman, Mr. Terrence? Come on.
Um,
Come on. 2 for 2.
that's another tie one. It's between Christopher Reeve and Henry Cavill, like, for different
Come on.
reasons. Like Christopher
Pick
Reeve
one.
to me.
Pick one.
Hang on, Christopher Reeve to me embody the personality of Superman and the hope, and then Henry Cavill showcased the power of the character. You know, but I'm gonna settle on Christopher Reeve though, like, in terms
Yes!
of Superman from the.
I was
So,
just about to
like,
say,
my thing is that, you know, when it comes to this, just like the Joker, like, I have to be honest. Like, I can't just say this one for sure.
No,
Like,
you
this is
don't
not
have to be honest. You can lie.
no,
No,
honesty is the best
no.
policy, brother.
Yeah,
Exactly.
humans be doing that shit. Terrence doesn't, like, so I'm gonna be honest with you. But like I said, to me, really, honestly, it's a tie with Cavill and Christopher Reeve. But if I gotta pick the one, like how humans want me to do, I'm gonna settle on Christopher Reeve, because
Let me see. How
Superman
can I
is my
unsubscribe from Terrence?
Superman is my second favorite superhero. So, you know, Christopher Reeve made me feel like that came to life. You know, but I love Henry Cavill. Everybody knows that, you know, talk to me enough.
Unsubscribing from Terrence. So
It's funny, Danny, we're on the same page, because when he said Heath Ledger, I was like, okay, we're no longer brothers. Then he said Christopher Reeve, and I'm like, okay, we're brothers again. We're
So
good.
we're not
But
brothers.
again, though, like,
He's
I
going
mean,
down
but
a-
it
he's going
goes
down a road
it
I
goes
can't
back to,
follow.
like, it goes back to, you know, what I was saying about it goes back to what I said even about Batman. And so it's the same thing with Joker and Superman. Like, you want me to pick one, but I don't really want to do that. But I'm doing it for the sake of the show. Like, if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I
hearing
give you
is-
one
All
for
I'm
one.
hearing is wah 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 wah. That is all I heard for the past 30 seconds from Terrence. Okay.
That's fine. But like I said, I'm going to be
Wah
honest.
wah 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 wah. You broken my heart, bro.
I know me and Chris are getting phantom zoned on this question.
Okay, who is next?
Probably.
It is Chris.
Me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, who is your favorite? Oh, I know who that's gonna be. Who's your favorite Joker?
Jack Nicholson.
That's what I'm talking about.
I love Heath Ledger, but Jack's the best.
That's what I'm talking about.
I watched it again the other night. I was like, yep.
Mhm.
Just the right mix of everything. Just the right mix of
Absolutely.
everything.
Silence. You don't need no peanut gallery. You don't need no peanut gallery.
You can bring him back because. And then Superman, I love Henry Cavill, but Christopher Reeve is definitely number one.
Comic accurate. Mm-hmm.
Silence.
I'm on a roll today, baby. Let's do it.
Man.
Do it.
Come on, man. Don't let me down, man.
I'm gonna break somebody's heart on this one. God.
Who's the best Joker?
Okay, you guys know overall my favorite Joker will always be Hamill.
Who?
Hamill.
Hamill.
Mark Hamill.
I know,
I am mad at that.
but I know we're doing live action,
Mhm.
and
Well,
I gotta go
ass.
for somebody that did the ultimate, that did the terror, that brings the Joker to justice, who brought it to new heights, and became the bar that everyone's getting set by.
Okay.
That's Heath Ledger. Sorry.
Fuck.
Dave.
Yes. There you go. There you go. There you go.
How did he do? Yeah, he isn't even anywhere near Hamill. Hamill if you had to find a live action version, you got to go with Jack Nicholson because that's more like Hamill.
I'm gonna say
It's just because what you said doesn't mean you're right.
What Hamill does on the TV series is, for me, translated closest with Heath Ledger.
I don't think so because Heath Ledger is way too. I don't know. He doesn't have that jokester side to him.
Smart ass women.
Exactly.
Smart ass women.
He doesn't have the like. Even when he does the pencil trick, it's more out of sheer terror that anybody would laugh at it.
Exactly.
That's what I'm hearing.
That's not. No. Sometimes Mark Hamill's Joker on the series just does it because he thinks it's funny, and it's not even for tear. It's not even for tear. It's just like, fuck it, I'll do this. I'll do this. It's his is always fuck it, and that's how Jack.
Wait. Which one do you find the most intimidating then? Mark Hamill's or Heath Ledger's?
Heath Ledger's.
But I don't think the Joker. I don't see if you're looking for intimidation, the Joker doesn't give a shit about intimidation. If you're intimidated by him, fine. It's I don't care. I'm in this for whatever because I want to just do it.
I'm talking about how you feel. Which one is more intimidating? Not about what the Joker thinks. He don't think nothing. He's psychotic.
That sucker came to a whole town and took over the whole crime boss, took over all their money, and damn near defeated Batman and turned one of the best guys bad. So, hey, I'm going.
That's called good script writing.
I was just about to say that too.
Okay. What's the same thing?
That was a masterful script, So yeah.
That's all. I call that good script writing, and people were able to nail it in the acting. But I still don't think that's the best. I just don't think it's the best Joker. I don't think it's the best representation of Joker. It's great. It's just not the best.
I still prefer him over Nicholson.
Thank you. It's what she prefers. Okay.
Fine.
Now,
she's allowed that. She's allowed that.
Go with Superman.
Absolutely.
Come on, bring it home, Mads.
For Superman, Christopher Reeve and Henry Cavill, as we've all said, are pretty much equal. I have to go with the one that showed us why everyone respected him. Why he held back.
Cavill.
Sorry, Enzo.
Again? Again? I love it.
Sorry, babe.
Wow. Yes.
Which one?
Yes.
You
pick the one that didn't use his powers to save.
No mama love.
Time out. Pick the one that absolutely let his father die.
Wait, which one did she say? I couldn't hear.
Cavill. Henry Cavill.
Okay. Yeah,
that Superman let his father die. The other one had no choice.
So,
which makes for a better character.
She says, "Oh my God, I like."
Which makes for a better character. Somebody that had no choice and had to live with it, or somebody that sat there and said, "Well, he just told me not to go save him. I mean, I could have, but I didn't."
He obeyed his father. Hey.
Bible give me a fucking break.
Bible speaks for that.
Oh, and you would have done the same for your father if you knew you could have saved your father.
Hey.
I don't give a fuck what my father told me. If I could have saved his life, I would have done it.
I agree.
That's you. That's a script. It ain't real life. It ain't real life.
But the situation. Situation.
I don't care about
no son. Nobody that felt as he did for his father would have ever let their father die.
Especially to know when you can.
Yes, exactly. That was the difference. He didn't have a chance.
Okay, counter argument.
Wait, counter argument. Get it.
Did Christopher Reeve ever give you that oh shit moment, like we did in the Justice League movie, where he's facing off against all three and he's tracking the Flash while holding back Aquaman and Wonder Woman?
Boom! Preach, woman, preach. Good Lord, mercy, preach.
Again, I go off of one can't be built without the other. I will always go back to the fact that when you see that Superman, that was a travesty.
The two of them
was a travesty of different people, and that's fine. Your favorite between the two, or your pick between the two is Cavill. I still say there wouldn't have been a Cavill Superman if he wouldn't have seen Reed.
Chris,
Chris,
did you hear what I said? Did I not say that Henry Cavill's action as Superman was on point? I said that for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, okay. Let's go.
I said I liked them both. Don't compare my argument.
You have the right to say what you want to say. Don't worry about
that's my point.
Okay. And I happen to agree with what you said. Also, your turn, boss.
Of course you do. Yes. All right. So we all know.
Heath Ledger. Okay. Thanks.
No. Jack Nicholson, best Joker, comic book accurate. You know what I mean? And he did have the sadistic stuff to him added. You know what I mean? In the movie too, it was tailored to the movie that it was in.
I will give you this. He had the best soundtrack. His music was fire.
Wow.
Music was fire. Music was fire in Batman, man. That music was fire.
All right. And of course, Superman, I'm going to go with the original.
Cavill.
And that's going to be Christopher Reeves. He played the best Superman. He played the best Clark Kent.
Hell no, you got to go now. I will go through your path.
What are you talking about? Yes, he did, bro.
Superman?
Yes, he did.
Booyah!
He's not lying, though. He's not lying.
Y'all two sitting there together.
Thanks, Chris.
Hey, yo, Anzo, it's okay for Danny to be biased. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, it is. But you know what's funny is of all his Cavill love, he's still using the original Phantom Zone.
Right.
Just saying.
Okay. It's okay.
Just saying.
And
Hey, it's okay. You can like who you want.
Get me a copyright strike. This shit don't.
Even more reason.
And I'm gonna say this about when it comes to Henry Cavill Superman, and Rob says it all the time. Christopher Reeve Superman wouldn't be standing in Ground Zero getting smooches from Lois Lane when shit is popping off.
That is fact.
Really?
That is
He would have taken her.
He
would have taken her to a safe spot and say, "Hey, by the way, I'll be back."
Right. My boy Henry Cavill was sitting there smooching on this lady instead of getting his fucking job done.
That's just how confident he was. He's gonna kick Zai's ass.
No, that's how stupid he was in that fucking moment. That's what happened.
Facts.
Hell no, he was being dumb as hell.
Just gonna ask, because you're pointing out that he's using the Christopher Reeve Phantom Zone. Which Fate of Zod would you prefer him to put you as? Phantom Zone or Neck Snap?
Danny wants to do the next snap.
He can do the next snap. All he's going to do is piss off all the people that got pissed off at that scene too. I mean, ain't gonna matter to me. It's his Phantom Zone. I really don't care. But he chose the Reeves.
I chose the one that would not give me the copyright strike. I just told you that. I played the other one. I got a copyright strike.
Only because it was too long, Danny. That's the only.
Yeah, you just have to shorten it.
Cut it down.
Fine,
yeah.
For what I want, I gotta play all that because it don't make sense. Right, just play that one part. I will find you.
That's why you have to go with the originals because the originals are always better.
Oh my god! Oh my goodness,
man! Come on, man! Hey, look, Henry Cavill is dope. I love him, but you can't be disrespecting Christopher Reeve like this, man. Like,
I'm not. I'm just saying he's second. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying he's second.
I think you and Matt
Brandon Routh, however you pronounce it, he's crap. The one now, Tyler Harshliff or whoever. I mean, he all right.
Tyler Hecklin, yeah, like he's cool. Tyler Hecklin is like recently because of the show,
Yeah,
cool,
and Dean Cain. They just ain't it.
I agree with those ones. I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, man.
I mean, but like I said, there's a lot. You be doing these things, Danny. There's a lot of talent in this category.
I agree. I'm just kind of cutting the crazy a little bit, but I got two people in the back seat I want to hurry up and bring up. I'm gonna go through my last two quickly. Ledger is my Joker, and of course, Cavill is my Superman. We know for what reasons are, so I'm not going through all that whole spiel again. But before we get off, we got two people who've been waiting patiently. They want to say something to a member on the panel. It is Mr. Deej and JJAK Sith Lord 3827. How y'all two gentlemen
What's
doing?
up? What's up? What's up?
Hey,
How's
what's up,
everybody
guys?
tonight?
Hey, boys.
What's up?
What's up?
Hey,
What's up?
Chris, it's your birthday, you big boy.
Oh my God.
Time for your
Oh
song.
my fucking God! What is
What
happening?
Yeah.
You're just stealing my lines now.
That's
Hold on,
right.
hold on.
Birthday to you.
Oh no.
Happy birthday to you.
I was gonna clip this.
Happy
I will.
birthday, Chrissy Ego Night.
Jesus.
God damn! This is some
Happy
Johnny
birthday.
Darko shit right here. Like,
Buckle up and hold on, Terrence.
You.
Oh my
And
God.
many more,
Yes.
big boy.
You should have put him on the big screen, Donnie. But I could fix that. Don't worry when I clip it out.
And real quick, so Danny can Phantom Zone me. You all are wrong. Cesar Romero, George Reeves.
Get him out of
I
here.
can respect that.
Bye.
Oh, hell. But also with Deej making that entrance, Chris, I want to wish you a happy birthday, brother. I hope it's been a good day.
Been busy.
I know, you always are, but one day you need to learn how to relax, and today should have been that day.
JJ, no randomness tonight?
No, bro, no. There was a lot of other people streaming, and I've been keeping it on Monday for a long time now, and it's called randomness at its finest. So let's just make it random and just put it whenever.
All right.
Good
Well,
idea.
I definitely want to say happy birthday, Chris. Much
birthday.
respect to you, man. You know what I mean? I wish you all the best in life and everything. I appreciate everything you guys have done for me on this, and I am extremely happy to have met you, man.
Well, the 24 years that I've been on this earth.
Happy birthday, man.
Yeah,
Happy
okay.
birthday. Chris,
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry, man. I had no idea that it's your birthday. I'm sitting here talking about fucking comic book characters. I had no idea it's your birthday, man.
It's okay, dude. It's a day. It's a day. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be alive. And it has been a.
And Danny, thank you for letting me pop in.
No problem, bro. Anytime. Until JJ sent the link, I didn't know it's your birthday either, but I wish you many, many more, bro.
Okay.
Sometimes you get on my damn nerves, but I still love you.
If I didn't get on your nerves, you'd think something was wrong.
Yes.
But I wish you very, 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 very many, many more. And hope we grow this channel well together and do great things.
Absolutely.
Such a
It's a good thing that you're a part of my life, and that's through being sincere.
thank you.
All right, we are going to quickly go around the channel. Now, I want to ask this one question. Kavari sent it. He said, Danny, do you think a lot of YouTubers and movie critics have been forced to like the Snyder Cut out of fear of the Snyder Cut backlash? I'm going to say one quick thing, and then I'll let everybody say something really quick because I got to jump on another stream, Robert's stream. You can call whatever you want to, but I'm a big fan of Tyrone Magnus. And when I saw his review, which was no spoilers, it made me even more excited about it because the energy that he projects and the things that he say to me has always been correct. He have never seen anything that was crazy or out of left field or blowing smoke out of his ass. So going basically and solely on what his review was this morning, I am very excited about this upcoming movie. I know Anzo said he saw Grace Randolph's. I didn't watch hers. I'm not much of a fan. I'm not too much of a fan. I don't hate her, but I don't nothing I'll watch or follow every day. But I don't think I think people are going to be really truthful about this based on the ones that I've talked to. If it's good, they're going to say it's good. If it's crap, I know somebody who is a big time Snyderverse, Snyder Mania YouTuber. Every day, this person is dropping YouTubes about something. And I asked him point blank. He was on my show last week. If it sucks, what are you going to say? And he said, Danny, I'm going to say that it sucks. And I believe this individual. So I think that it's going to be good. Everything I've seen, I've been impressed with. So I'm just hoping, fingers crossed, that this movie is a slam dunk and that it lets Zack Snyder make many, many more and catch up with Marvel. Because right now, Wonder Woman 84 has put them, so to speak, behind the 8 ball, in my opinion. So that's how I feel about that, Kavari. Anybody else
I'll
want to
go.
say something?
Yeah, I'll go next quick before I go real quick. I don't think that they're being forced to do it. I actually think it's pretty good, man. It's gonna tell a story, and that's what people wanted with this movie, right? The Whedon cut was basically cut up and dissected and all type of shit. So we're getting a story. We're gonna get backstories for all these characters. So I believe it. I believe they're being 100% sincere. Do I agree with it yet? I haven't seen it. I don't know, but I'm excited for it even more now that they like it. So, anyways, Danny, I'm gonna jump off real quick, Danny, and go over there. So I'll see you over there in a minute.
I'll be right there in a few minutes. So everybody.
All right. Peace out.
Guy Scar, anything you got,
Yep.
bros?
Nope, nothing else to add. I'm just looking forward to seeing it and seeing that hopefully this is what brings it back to DC into the limelight, right?
Yep, good deal.
I honestly do for their franchise.
I do. Mads, what you think?
You know, all I'm going to say is I am a DC fan at heart. And it doesn't matter whatever you guys want to call me, whatever label you want to give me. I'm a DC fan. I will always be excited for more DC stuff. Straight up that. Nobody should shame anybody one way or another.
I agree. Good deal. JJ, what you think?
Well, with this whole Snyder Cut deal, I wasn't one of the ones that was like, hey, release a Snyder Cut. But I wasn't happy with what we got. I liked it, just like The Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker, all the other crappy movies out there. I liked it, but it was not a great movie. It wasn't at the potential that it should have been. And I agree with that with the Justice League. It could have been a lot better than what it was. And for a long time now, I've been wanting to be at least, a little bit excited about a movie. And I am about the Snyder Cut. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to talk about it.
Okay. Good deal. Terrence, what you think, sir?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we can hear you.
Can
Go
you
ahead.
guys hear me?
Yes. Quickly. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. I've seen one review, and that's from Grace Randolph. She likes it. Honestly, I don't give a shit what any human has to say about the Snyder Cut. Like, I don't care about others' opinions. I have to see it for myself, regardless of if I like you or not, because I don't trust most critics. I don't care. So I'm excited for it. I have been excited for it for years, ever since the notion that it's possible for it to come out. So I'm moving off of my own energy. Someone's opinion is not going to change the way I feel either way. That's how I see it.
Okay. Good deal. And Chris, how do you feel about it, sir?
Well, I mean, I won't shy away from what I say. I think that the Snyderverse people, the Snyder fan, Snyder cult, whatever you want to call them, I am of the mind that they'll say that they like it no matter what, but I won't say that the critics will. I will say that the critics, if they like it, they're going to say they like it. If they don't, they're not. They've never shied away from that before. And in this society right now, when they can backlash anybody that tells them they're wrong, I mean, literally, that's what it is. It's open season. If somebody doesn't like what a critic says, the critic will just come and fire back and say trash to them, and it's a trash talk then. It won't change anything. If they don't like it, they're gonna say they don't like it. Warner Brothers and DC are gonna do everything they can to sweep this under the rug as quick as possible, and that's what's gonna make people really pay more attention to it. And I think you're gonna see more people who will give it a chance because of that. And I can't see how it's going to be worse than the original Justice League. And if it's on par with Man of Steel and BVS, it's going to be good. May not be as great as it could be, but it's going to be good. And it's going to, and like you said, Guy Scar, it's going to tell that story. It's going to tell the story you wanted, and it's going to get us from Batman versus Superman to the end of this movie. And it's going to feel like it worked in that. So, I think the Snyder fans are going to just say, yes, it's good. I don't think if it's bad, they just won't say anything if they didn't like it. That's what they'll do. They just won't say anything. But critics, if they don't like it, they're gonna trash it. If they do like it, they're going to say they liked it. And so far, most of the critic stuff that I've read, they like it.
Hold,
That
hold
says
on,
a lot.
Chris. When you say Snyder fans, do you mean like individuals that like Zack Snyder, or individuals that like him and anyone that dislikes him, they start threatening them and trying to talk shit about their family and silly shit like that?
More to the point, the second, because those people, I think the people that started this whole release the Snyder cut were so die hard that they didn't care if it was real. They didn't care if it was going to come out. And now that it has, anybody that talks crap on it, they're gonna defend it to its death. But critics won't give a crap. Critics don't give a crap. And again, in this world where they can backlash right back at you, look at what studios do. They do it all the time. We're in a world where it doesn't
No,
matter what you
I
say
just
to
I
me.
just wanted to know your stance on that, because I like Zack Snyder, but I don't like Batman v Superman. So I can be fair about it. So I was just curious about what you meant when
But
you
I
say
think you're in a
Snyder.
minority of that. I think
Oh,
most of these
absolutely, I'm
people,
in a fucking
and
minority.
that's
I'm
what I mean.
Terrence.
I
I'm
like
the
Zack
only
Snyder.
one.
Well, that's true. That is very true. But yeah, no, I think. I mean, but critics, no, they're gonna say what they think about it. Period.
All right. Good show. I will send you all the next week's whatever I'm gonna do. I hadn't thought about it yet, but again, I enjoyed this. Countdown was awesome. Conversation is always awesome. Everyone in the chat, appreciate you for stopping by. Please, we're gonna be broadcasting from this channel exclusively now on our 3 shows. It'll be this show, Anzo show tomorrow, the Chaos List, and Chris show on Wednesday, which will be the Rule of 3 with the side of Basco. So please make sure you tune in all times. It'll be 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Next week, maybe do the animated version of this.
Okay.
Voice actors, maybe up to you.
I will kick that around, but I don't have a problem with it. But until then, have a good night. Be safe. Catch you next time. Peace.